Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. This is Dryelle and today I have another journal with me video. This is going to be for week 25 part 2. I hope you like it. If you do, leave a like, and if you're new here, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing. I make videos related to traveler's notebook, planning, journaling, all of that good stuff. So go ahead and grab your journals and let's go ahead and journal along. Alright guys, so I got my traveler's notebook here with me. I'm just going to remove my insert out of it, so that way it makes things easier for me to work with. My journal, it's very chunky right now, so it just makes my life easier. So this is going to be the journal with me for week 25 part 2. I do have the part 1 was the video that I uploaded yesterday. If you haven't had the chance to watch it and you are interested, I'll link it above here on the screen so you can check it out later. But this is going to be the journaling from Thursday through Sunday. The part 1 is from Monday through Wednesday. Anyway, so the first layout here, this was Thursday, June 18th. I decided to go with a vintage theme. If you have watched any of my videos, you know I love vintage. And this day was a very historic day for us. The mayor in our town decided to, based on what our governor allows every mayor in the city to do whatever they would prefer, she decided to issue a proclamation that started on the Saturday. Masks would be mandatory in public places. So I wanted to document that day, and I thought a vintage theme was more than suitable for this layout because it was a very historic day. So I just added some paper there from Tim Holtz. This is from a paper stash that I grabbed at Dryelle. If you're curious about any of the items that I'm using today for my journal with me video, I have some haul videos that include some of those items, so I include the playlist above here on the screen so you can check it out later if you haven't watched yet. But yeah, so this paper, it's from that paper stash, and all of those paper dolls is also from Tim Holtz. So I just wanted to grab a paper doll with a couple, a man and a woman, just to represent, I don't know, the population of Flagstaff. I just thought it was fitting. But yeah, so I'm gonna bring in some other tags from Tim Holtz as well, and all of the piece of ephemera that I'm going to include in this layout, they are all from Tim Holtz, and I show you guys all of those items in my hauls. Yeah, I'm just adding some extra bits and pieces in this layout just to add a little bit more of a texture to this page. I didn't have a lot to journal about on this day, so I didn't mind to cover most of the page. And I also decided to go this time with a horizontal layout. I don't get to do those very often. I just don't remember to do horizontal, but I think it's very fun and it adds a different dynamic to the page. So I just decided to go within a horizontal, and I think it worked out pretty well. And I'm just using these tags here. Those I got it from my pen pal. It's just a washi tape tag, and I just fussy cut to add it so I could add the date for this day. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just trying to find a location to edit all of those pieces so that way, it looks a bit more cohesive throughout the page. And just so you guys know, that washi tape that I used there to edit the proclamation letter, it's from Michael's. It's just washi tape from the Recollections line at Michael's. But yeah, I'm just adding everything, and the glue that I'm using today is the multitask what am I saying, multi-surfaced glue stick that I got also at Michael's. Is from the Recollections line. So I'm gluing everything together, and I'm almost done here. I'm just gonna use my Micron 01 pen to add the date and the day to that washi tape. And it's a very transparent because it's a washi material on this washi sticker. So, but it worked out because the page underneath it is white. So yeah, I'm almost done here. The only thing that I'm gonna add, you're gonna see me grabbing my traveler's notebook and going into my folder, my craft folder. I had some mail that we received on this day from Poland. This is from my boyfriend's family. It's from his cousin, and I wanted to include it here. I almost forgot about it, but thank God I was able to still add it here. I had to replace the washi tape in a different position so that way, I could include that card. But yeah, it worked out because the proclamation print that I had added here to the page had a lot of blank space on the back. So I was able to just glue down the card and the little note that she sent it to me on the back. And I was able to still, save that piece of ephemera into my pages. And those flowers there that you're seeing me fussy cutting, it also came from the packaging, the same packaging that she sent us was actually inside of the envelope. And these postage stamp, it's the postage stamp that came in the envelope from Poland. So I thought it was so beautiful. I needed to save, of course. And it actually worked out very well to this next layout because I wanted to do another vintage but more kind of like a botanical layout. So because the postage stamp had actually some it had like some flower, a pink flower, so it worked out beautifully to this next layout. So I still wanted to grab the pieces, the bits left from the envelope and use on this layout. And I usually like to do that with any piece of mail that I get to receive it. Before I used to just toss all of my mail, birthday cards, Christmas cards, and any type of letters that I received in the mail. I used to just toss it and save it in a box and put it in my closet. The sad thing about doing that is because even though you were saving and all of those beautiful cards that you receive in the mail, you never get to really go back and look at it. Like the only time that I go back in that box to look at my cards, is when I'm cleaning out my closet. So I decided to get into the habit of adding any piece of mail to my journal, and it has been working beautifully because I always go back to my journals. Here and there, I'm always returning to my journals for some reason or another, and saving those piece of ephemera in my journal itself, one, not only reminds me of another thing that happened that day, but two, most likely I will be able to save that card and be able to read it again or look at it again more often if I just had it kept inside of a box. So I like to always save my cards and add it to my layouts now. But anyways, moving on to the second layout. This was Friday, June 19th. Like I said, I wanted to go with a vintage theme still. I've been doing a lot of colorful layouts lately, so I needed a break. Colorful layouts are not my thing, so I really needed to take a break from the colorful things and just go back to the basics and go back to the things that I absolutely love, which is like vintage, anything vintage, botanical, floral vintage. So I decided to go with a very botanical theme for this page. One of the things that happened this day was just, I went to to a antique shop, so I thought, you know, going with a vintage theme again was very fitting to this day, because I spent a good amount of hours out of my day just going through a couple of different vintage shops. So but yeah, and the floral that came in the envelope that she sent us from Poland, it was a very vintage looking as well, so I thought it worked out perfectly. So all the papers that I'm using, it's from the same paper stash that I got from Tim Holtz, and the butterflies that I'm using as well, it's all from Tim Holtz. And the other postage washi, you know, a sticker that I added together with the Polish postage stamp, it's from a washi tape that I got at Michael's. Yeah, so I'm just coming in with my my fountain pen from Kara's pen company and just adding the dates here. And I'm calling good for the plants that I use there, the leaves. I got all of them from this sticker pad from Michael's. It's from a Happy Planner line. Anyways, moving on to the next layout. This was a very interesting layout, because although I was kind of tired of the colorful layouts, this was June 20th, was a Saturday, was the first day of summer. So I still wanted somehow to document that. And I mean, when I think of summer, I think I mentioned that before in my Plan With Me video when I was planning the first week of summer, and I'll link it above here on the screen if you're curious to check it out, that video. But I mentioned that when I think of summer, I think of very colorful you know, things like colorful clothing, lots of color for everything. So I wanted to really make a good representation of the beginning of summer. So I had to get out of a little bit of the vintage and go with a more colorful layout for this page. Plus, this day, like I said, our mayor had issued a proclamation saying that started on Saturday, which was this day, masks, the use of masks in public places was going to be required. So I wanted to, of course, document that as well. So I just fussy cut some of this image that I got from a magazine. If you see any of my Journal With Me videos, you know that I absolutely love to use magazine bits. It's just, I think, really adds a more dynamic to your page. You know, as much fun I have adding washi tapes and papers and you know, stickers, there's something about magazine cutouts. I don't know what it is. It's just, I guess, the size of it. It's also the paper from magazines are very thin, so it doesn't add a lot of volume to your insert. So it's a great way to edit a piece of ephemera without adding too much volume to your page. And it's just like there's some images from magazines that you just can find those in a sticker, you know, like for example this mask, like with this you know, phrase how COVID is changing. On the magazine it says it's changing businesses, but I cut it out businesses because I wanted to put everything, the word everything underneath it. And you're gonna see me in a second using one of my Tombow brush pens to write the word everything underneath it. I thought was very fitting, you know, because look at where we are right now. Like, when would you think that we'll get into a situation that we are right now, that everybody, it's required to be wearing masks all the time? It's just, this year, it's absolutely insane, let me just say. But like I say, I'm happy that I get to document this, you know. But yeah, so as you can see there, I'm just using one of my Tombow brush pens. in green and just adding. I kind of messed up with the word everything. I started too big. I wanted to fit everything on that left space right there, but I didn't realize that I wrote the word too long. Not too long, too big, and it didn't fit everything, so I had to finish with the N and G on the rest of the page. I didn't super love how it turned out, but that's okay. But anyways, those girls stickers, if you're curious, those I got from Michael's. It's from a sticker pad from the Happy Planner line, as well as the flowers. It's from a different sticker pad that from the Happy Planner line as well, that I got at Michael's. But anyways, I'm moving to the final layout. This was June 21st. This was a Sunday. This day was very hot. If there was any representation of summer, this was it. So I had to come in with another, magazine cutout and use this in my journal. I was actually saving this page, the feeling of summer, for Saturday to use it on the first day of summer. I was going to use that for that layout, but because of the whole proclamation with the requirement to use masks on Saturday, I think that was a more important, if you can say, thing to document it in my journal than actually summer. I still kept summer, but I was just not going to be able to edit everything that mask cut out plus this half page of the magazine into one layout. Was going to be too much. So I just decided to add it to this layout here because Sunday was the hottest day that we had it this far. If you don't know, I live in a mountain town. The weather here is completely different from Phoenix. It's just much cooler. We have snow here. This is a ski town, so it's different. It's always cool, the weather here. But this day summer hit us very good on the second day. So I felt really the heat, like I was with headache most of the day. It was just a very intense day. So I just thought that, this cutout page from that magazine that says the feeling of summer was still very fitting for this day, because let me tell you, more than Saturday, this felt like a summer day. So I'm just using some of my peon sticker doll. This one I got it from one of my pen pals, and I'm just using one of the tags that she also gave me on this washi roll, and I'm just gonna add it just to add it a little bit of more of a decoration. I just didn't think that going with a vintage theme to this layout, especially after I added the magazine cut out there to the half page, I didn't think any vintage would look good in here. So I just went with it with a blue theme. So I grabbed everything blue that I could find. So I have this washi tape, that's a blue washi tape. I'm pretty sure I got this one at Michael's. And I'm pretty sure this is from the Recollections line. Pretty sure. So I'm just adding this. I'm going to edit another washi tape that you guys haven't seen me using quite a bit this past few weeks. That's from the Wanton in a Million company. It's from Cynthia Cool, and it's just this white washi tape with some gold flowers. This washi tape goes with everything. No matter what layout you're trying to do, you can always edit the washi tape, and I love the versatility of this washi tape. Anyways, those pieces of ephemeris, that those little blue tags that I'm using, they are from Tim Holtz, and The extra stickers that I'm going to be using there, it's also from the Happy Planner line. It's that sticker pad that I got at Michael's. Again, if you're curious about those items that I'm using, with the exception of the things that my pen pal gave me, which is that Beyond doll and the tag, those items are all included in my playlist haul that I included in the beginning of the video. But yeah, I'm just coming in with some extra leaves and I'm gonna edit some of those little blue flowers into the layout just to add it a little bit more of color to the page. I wanted to keep the whole layout very cohesive and with a very blue, light blue theme, just to match with the magazine cutout that I added there. I just went in with some yellow flower as well from the same sticker pad, because the Peon Girl that you see, the sticker right there, her socks and some items on her clothing has some yellow, so I thought it would match and it would make it a little bit more cohesive to the whole theme. But yeah, I'm pretty much done here. I'm just, like I said, I'm gonna add some extra little blue flowers throughout. I'm gonna also going to edit some of those little flowers to the right side into that magazine cutout, just to, I don't know, just to make sure that it looks like it's still from the same layout. That right part of the layout of that page is part of the same layout. So I just included, I don't know if I super love it. I don't know if you know that about me. I'm not a crazy person about blue. Blue and pink, it's probably my least favorite colors, but I still like to play with them. I think it's fun. I like to use my journal as an experiment to always play with different things. But anyways, guys, this is coming to an end. I'm just gonna bring it closer here so you guys can see every layout in a close-up look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please leave a comment down below. Or if you have any questions about any of the things that I'm using today, feel free to leave a comment down below asking me out as well. I try to respond to every comment. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate your support, your likes, your comments, for subscribing to my channel. It means the world to me. I really appreciate every single one of you. So thank you for supporting my channel in any way that you can, liking, subscribing, commenting. I really appreciate all of you. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.